Hi, gamers. Hiya. Sorry, that was involuntary. Get dim up here. Let me get dim up here. How we doing? Rare Wednesday stream? Isn't today Thursday? Am I bugging? Am I bugging right now? I thought it was Thursday, man. I could have sworn it was Thursday. I wouldn't mind if it was Wednesday, then I wouldn't be streaming. And I'd be able to catch up on even more video work. Oh, I have to make a thumbnail. Plifdo68. Thanks, gamer. Chat, I hate to do this, but I have to make like a super quick thumbnail so that the video that I uploaded today can like actually go live today, because like Vada and I spent all day making sure that it was good to go. Oh, sorry. TTS layer was muted.
How are we doing today, Datto?
Sorry, it was muted. So let me make my thumbnail real quick. Like, you gotta give me a couple minutes here. It's the exotic vibe check video. So I just need like a nice background image. Just like like give me like a Kepler. Give me a Kepler. Extra dip. There we go. It's all gonna be blurred in the background anyway. Okay, let me show you guys what I'm cooking here. Okay. All right, so I gotta remember which weapons I want to feature in the thumbnail. So like one of those is Bastion. Let's grab Bastion here. Open image in new tab. Copy image, boom. Okay. Another one is hierarchy of needs. Sorry, this one's just like a slightly more laborious one because I have to go grab a bunch of images. There we go. We got Devil's Ruin.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
Hey, Datto.
Hey. Oh, I thought you were gonna ask a question. I was ready. I was ready for a question. What else? Maybe a wicked implement? What about like a wicked implement? Here we go. That's another. There we go. How about a World Line 0? Just me? Alright. Figured it was probably gonna be just me on that one. There we go. What else? Tommy's matchbook. Tommy's matchbook. What else? What else? What else? Morning, Anna. Oh, Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo. Okay. We got like a navigator. We got like a navigator situation. We got a winter bite. We got a winter bite situation. I think that's most of them. We'll see how many we have. I think we have, what, 7 right now? What do we have? We have 7. So that'd be 8. That's winter bite. This is the navigator. That's 9. That should be good. Okay, so then we're gonna go boom. That's a little too big. Kind of like a here. And then just gonna space these out. Like so. And we're gonna come down here. Actually, what I'll do is I'll do like this, 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 and then this. And then I'll go boom, 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 boom. Drag them down here. Make sure they're all lined up nice. And then we center. Just double check that centering. Looks good. Center here. Okay. And then we are going to duplicate all of them and merge them into one layer so we don't have to do layer styles for everything. We're going to just make that a little bit like so. And probably do like an outer glow on them as well, like an exotic outer glow. And then we are going to blur this background. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't know. This does not feel like the usual spacing that I do on this thumbnail, but like it's okay for now. Okay, and then we're going to just, like, give very, very quick one-word synopsis of all the different buffs. I'm just going to do that. Nice. And then this one was neat. And this one is okay. And this one was and then this one was sure. And then this one was meh. And then this one was same. I do also meh. This one is gonna be a wow. And then this one's gonna be yep. That looks good. And then we're also going to make sure that the words are above, because I don't like the glow effect being on top of them.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
6 years. Data pot pulls data pot pulls data pot pulls data pot pulls Datto hug Datto hug Datto
Hug Datto. Hug Datto. Alright, that's the thumbnail. Alright, let me just get this uploaded. And we're done. Is the TWID out yet? Any TWIDs? No. Okay. Oh, I can do subtitles. I will say the YouTube auto subtitling has been getting a lot better. Like, they're actually putting in punctuation and shit. It's not just like one continuous string of letters. I still like to do my own. Just kind of replace their auto with my script, but they're getting a lot better. I gotta give them some props. The auto scripting is, or the auto subtitler is getting really good. It's getting really good. All right. And let me schedule this video to go live. Let's say 11 a.m. That's when it's going live. All right, cool. Dude, the cookie video hit 100K, man. It had like a giga blow up moment in the algo. It went from like 50-something thousand views to over 100K over the last like 2 or 3 days. Yeah. I saw like my subscriber count go from like 84.5 to 84.7.
Cookie video enjoyers.
Like really fast, and I was like, I have not uploaded there in like a week. So like something happened. And I was like, what's going on here? And the cookie video had like, I don't know, like 40,000 views in like 2 days. So that was pretty cool. Like, I always knew that thing had a chance to kind of have like a little blow up moment. But I always thought it would be kind of like slowly, steadily over time. It's just like the view count is like, here's like first day views, like, eh, and then it's just like, and then the last 3 days, it's just like, went fucking parabolic. And now we made all the money back that I spent on all the cookies. Not the production work, but like, you know, it's a start. It's a start, man. Feels good though. Feels good to have something hit the algo. Now I totally get what Jez is going through when his videos just like pop off in the algorithm. Although the leveling video for Edge of Fate, that thing kind of popped off on this channel. I was like, that sucker hit the algo for sure. So did the porn interview go giga? I don't think it had much shelf life after its initial release, but it did do a lot better than I thought it was going to. So, I don't know. It didn't go giga, but we only have like, I think there's only 3 videos on that channel that have broken 100,000. The first one was just like why I made a secret YouTube channel, and that got like a, you know, several tens of thousands of people over here in the first place. The next one after that was Guess the Game. Guess the Game went like nuclear. It's like at 160 something thousand. I don't know why it popped off so much, but it's like, it's a fun play at home game as well. So, that one popped off. And then this is the third video to hit 100K, which is awesome. You know? Yeah. Guess the game. It's just I guess the game is just super. It's just like a super easy watch if you play video games ever. So, especially when I didn't recognize Destiny. Here's the thing: is that I did recognize it, but I was like, "There's no way that Destiny would be in this because like everybody outside of the Destiny community hates Destiny." So I just didn't think that the game would like put Destiny in the game. That's why. Like I psyched myself out of the right answer.
Lep sussy.
I even said that like it looked like the farm. So, book video, yeah, book videos, you know, I know that one's probably not going to perform super well, but like I made it knowing that it probably wasn't going to perform super well, like outside of like, you know, my audience. Like I think that will be a difficult video to like find an audience, but that was, you know. Hey Datto, how you react to Jez's son? Sorry if this was asked before. I don't think anyone's ever asked me to react to a child being birthed. Not something I have a reaction to, other than I'm, you know, very, very happy for him because he loves being a dad a lot. It's a hell of a question, though. It's a hell of a question. Different version of kids react. React to kid. I'm just like in the operating room as well. What's going on, YouTube? Today we're going to react to a child being born. We're here in the operating room. That video might go crazy if someone wanted to do it. You're just like at your wife giving birth. When's the reaction video to Taylor Swift doing a sports podcast? Probably never. Yo, Red Nova Tyrant gifting some YouTube memberships. That's very cool of you. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Very, very kind. Is live streaming a birth against Twitch TOS? I don't actually know, but like, you gotta figure somebody's tried it. You gotta figure somebody's tried it, right? Like someone had to have tried it.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
So
Wonderful day, Guardian.
you toss it under education against ethical TOS. Look, man, if you want to live stream yourself giving birth, I guess you are kind of monetizing your child from literally the moment that it's born, which, you know, yeah, maybe an ethics committee might need to come by and just double check that, but in 2023 from a quick Google search. Yeah, but like, where was the camera? Gotta pay for college somehow. Live streaming your child's birth would pay for all the hospital bills. You doing it? Most gifted subs names the baby would go crazy, actually. Oh my god. $2023, huh? I'm just saying, man, I get it. It's a struggle out here. Sullen Winters, I don't know. I don't know. Like, you would think probably not, but it's like context probably matters. Even though I realize we're talking about birthing a child. But like, I still feel like it's a context matters situation. You know, but they probably, I don't imagine, like, it probably happens so infrequently that it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Might technically break HIPAA, so it would probably just be illegal. Yeah, that would be like, because I told my dad one time, I was like, yo, what if you like had your own Twitch live stream where you did surgery and like you were kind of explaining like it was a you know, like a dental school like live hands-on thing. He's like, all right, so I'm taking this out to do, and then I was like, oh right, HIPAA. Right, I forgot about the HIPAA violations and all the lawsuits that shit can open you up to. You have to sign hella waivers. Yeah. I mean, you could still probably be somewhat anonymous. But yeah, the person doing the being like, you know, operated on probably have to sign a waiver. You'd be like, you can't sue me. Let's play Surgeon Simulator, but not Simulator. Yeah. I don't know. It'd be like, conceptually, I think it's a neat idea. Right? Aspiring doctors or dentists or something. You get to watch, like, a normal day in, like, a doctor's office or a dental, or a dentist's office. You know, see what they're doing. But yeah, it would probably not go over well with like HIPAA and, you know, lawsuits in case something went wrong. You'd have to do it on like the most basic shit then, right? You have to do it like on a cleaning or just like a checkup where like almost nothing can go wrong. I don't want to say nothing can go wrong in a cleaning, but like, what are the odds something's going wrong in cleaning? Like a root canal, then yeah, maybe you gotta sign a waiver or something. What if the patient is the one live streaming? I mean, then it's, well, not, then you'd have to get permission from the dentist. The dentist, no, you yourself would still have to sign a waiver saying like, you know, this footage can't be used to like sue me or something. But I imagine most dentists probably don't engage with Twitch. Although I'm thinking of like my dad and like everyone from like my dad's era who like barely even know what a video game is in the first place, much less live streaming. So they'd be like, what? Because for some reason I think that if you're under the age of 55, you can't be a dentist. Which is not true, obviously. It's just, you know, that's how my life has been skewed from all of my dad's friends all being dentists. So, I mean, some of them would probably know, but I think most of them would not be cool streaming what they're doing to Twitch. And again, unless it was something like incredibly low stakes, like a cleaning or just like a checkup, right? Something where it's like, yeah, nothing's going wrong here, but you'd still have to sign waivers and get their permission and this and that. So, and they probably would be like, how about no? How about you don't do that? How about I don't have a camera around me when I'm trying to do my job? And make sure I don't fuck up your mouth. So. Where's the Warlock stuck in space traffic? They got through. They got through the traffic. They're chilling now. Their commutes on Tuesdays. Although I might be doing it tomorrow as well, assuming peak ends up happening. Which I think it is. I don't know. I think it is. I'll do my phone. Did I not grab my phone? God damn it. Hang on.
What's the difference of getting a tattoo live?
If I said I was ripping, would you hold it against me? What's the difference of getting a tattoo live? I don't know. My assumption would be that like one is medical and one is cosmetic. But I'm sure like there's also some like waivers and shit that you need to sign, but I'm guessing tattoo artists are probably way more cool with it than a dentist's office. Anyway, Sunkern, Mawile, hey, unknown. What's that? Munna. Oh, wait. This is my third one. This is my third one of this 2-star shiny. My third one. Are you kidding me, dude? Dude, what can I do with dupes like that, man? I've never had like that many dupes. Hang on. Oh, I ripped this the other day. I got this guy the other day. That was kind of nice. I have 3. I have 3 of these. Obtain items. I can exchange for 8 coupons. I mean, it's still cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, I always appreciate getting it. But, like, it's the third one, man. It's the third one. Shit. Alright. I mean, that was a great pack. Don't get me wrong. It's a great pack, but...
Wonderful day, Guardian.
Latest boo moment of 2K25?
Latest buh moment of 2025. I don't know what a buh moment is in this case. Buh. Shiny Darkrai EX last night. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, thanks. My Hero X Draws. Sorry if I messed up your name. Honestly, solo ups, salt mines being featured. Oh, is that what it is today? Well, oh, for the solstice. I just like you don't like salt mines because you can't run it in 4 minutes. I don't like salt mines because it sucks. We're not the same. It's just not that great of a solo ops. I'm sorry. Like, if it was more fun, I wouldn't care. But I just find it not fun. You know? Like, Conflux takes a little while, but I find Conflux, like, way more fun. Yeah, what are the modifiers? It is... You just talking about in here? I don't know. We'll probably hit fire team ops. What's the pinnacle? Star-crossed again, but Bushido plate. Dude, I spent 2 hours yesterday organizing all of my shit. Also, Galakai, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you, gamer. Thank you. I spent 2 hours yesterday organizing all of my armor, updating all of my sets, just so I could, like, get to a point where I could play the game and not have to be, like, shoveling a bunch of stuff into my postmaster. Weapons grenade super just goes pretty crazy. But now there's like a few more sets that I want to start making. I think a lot of this stuff I'm just going to delete because I just made the sets. Tier 4s I think I'll be keeping. But a lot of this other stuff I'm like, dude, I'll get more. Super melee grenade though is pretty nice for Prism. This, I don't think we're keeping. Health class weapons. Maybe like a PvP thing. Like, let's take a look at what I made here. So, we made this. Well, I remade this. This was my prismatic set. And I just kind of juiced it up to get to 132 melee. And I got 100 super stat. So, was able to make that kind of nice. Then, we did... I redid my strand setup. I also redid some of the fashion. I changed the shader. I do wish the shader on this kind of took a little bit better, but, like, it is what it is. I might try and look for a different one. I did... This is a... Oh, this is a Choir of One Actium War Rig configuration. I think I'm still messing around with the fashion. But this is an Actium set that I wanted to try. I do have my Ashen Wake set up. I don't think there's much of a paint job on this one. I don't think I did any fashion for it. Yeah, I literally, like, just made it white because it's still work in progress. I thought I did one more. Maybe I didn't. Oh, no, this one. My stasis one. I changed up the stasis one a little bit, and I updated some of the gear.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
At Datto 3 years. Dang, I'm old. But I'm back at it again for your monthly oddball question. So if you could host any TV game show of your choosing, what would it be? Or if you had to create your own game show, what would it be? Also hope you, Brim, and Danielle are doing well.
What'd you say?
I never got you water. No, Brim.
Yeah.
I can't with this stuff.
Brim? Brimstone? Give me your little beak. Give me your chomper. Give me the chomper. Give it to me. Ooh. That is a good chomper. This is probably going to get up in my lap pretty soon. If I could host any TV game show of my choosing, what would it be? Dude, I haven't kept up with TV game shows in such a long time. I don't know, something low stakes, something where I get to like celebrate with the winner, you know? Like a Price is Right. I know it's like the most basic of all time, but I don't know, it just seems fun. Just seems fun. Family Feud could be fun. Dude, I am so out of date on like TV game shows. I'm so out of date. I have no idea. Total Drama Island. Look, unless they're like playing basketball over there, I'm not considering reality TV a game show. Yeah, I only know like, yo, you know what? Are they bringing back Supermarket Sweep? Let's bring back Supermarket Sweep. I'll host that. Supermarket Sweep. You remember that?
No.
You don't remember Supermarket Sweep?
Vaguely. Bye.
Taskmaster count as a game show? Yeah, I think so. I mean, they keep score. They keep score on Taskmaster. I mean, that's part of the fun is that they keep score. Right? They take ridiculous things seriously. That's the part of the entertainment. Am I busy? What you got? Legends of the Hidden Temple. Nah, I get too pissed off at the kids fucking up the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. The hardest three-piece juggle... three-piece puzzle set. What was I going to say? Juzzle. Can I be your div guy for a sec? Where? Alright, come on. Come on up. Come on. Give me that foot. Give me that foot. Come on. Come on. Shooting range? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here's the baby. Here's the baby. Look at his frown.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
Look at his big old frown. 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 Big frown. Oh, so sad. Hey, Datto, haven't played since IB was first introduced. How would the game I feel play today? I think you have your words out of order, but like... So you're saying the last time you played was 1 month into the start of the franchise. Hey, Dad, I haven't played since D1 launch. Think I should come back? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from you right now. Where's my div? Oh, it's on my warlock. I just loaded in and then I flew back in. Zincro, brother, with all due respect, what the hell kind of question is that? You haven't played the game in 11 years. It's a brand new game, man. Cooking. I can't even see the div bubble. Can't even see which way the Quiznos is. I don't know why I rallied. I'm just leaving. Fly back into the tower. I want to purge that armor. Yeah, I couldn't see the cage at all. Meant D2 Season 2, sorry. So you haven't played since Curse of Osiris. I'm not going to lie, that's not that much better. It's a completely different game, brother, man. I don't even know where to begin on that. I don't even know where to begin. It's very different. It's very different. All right, what are we getting rid of here? Oh, this was gonna be for my prismatic setup. Let me look at my prismatic here real quick. Okay, so this was grenade super melee, looks like. No, grenade super class. But it still really told me to take that over super melee grenade, huh? Oh, okay, Mr. Grumpy. Okay, buddy. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, everything else is just gone. I just made the sets. What was this? No, ass.
Wonderful.
Just
day,
made the
Guardian.
sets. I'm not trying to do even
Me
more
when
revisions.
I hit the 7-year streak of edge, I mean subbing. Yeah. Subbing.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Scanning.
Help. Mom. Come get me. Class weapons melee. Class weapons melee. Health melee super. I have health melee grenade here. 345. These are 351. I'll take a free little infusion. I'll take a free. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff to try. I do want to try the Ashen Wake setup, especially now that I'm locked in on Devil's Ruin. Although I gotta get some infusion fodder for it. I was trying it a little bit. I wasn't like super crazy about it, but I think with some more synergy from Devil's Ruin, it'll probably pop a little bit more. Okay, Brim. Brim, it's look in the mirror time, Brim. How are we gonna lay? How are we gonna lay here, buddy? Because I don't want you putting your head down here. Give me your chomper. I might want to redo my fragmentos. Like, obviously, you gotta have resolve on. Class ability recharges faster when you scorch. No, that's Lorelei. I just like, I don't want everything to just be like, wow, Empyrean again, huh? Crazy. Wow, torches. But it's like, it's just so good. Solar ignitions have increased area of effect. Might be a little bit nicer. Like more fire sprites are cool. Multiple targets, solar ignitions, makes a orb. I want like bigger ignitions. Devils and Ashen seems kind of redundant. Yeah, but like one makes boom from a gun and then the other make boom from grenade. Defeating targets with solar ignitions grants grenade energy. That's what I'm looking for, baby. And then like, I don't know. I did a version that didn't have that much healing or like restoration, and it kind of sucked. It was kind of pee-pee. Right, like solar weapon or ability final blows extend the duration of stuff on you. Like, that's all you're doing, man. That's all you're doing. Although, I don't think I redid this build with all lustrous. Really what I should do is I should get 4-piece lustrous for this setup. And then I really don't have to worry about healing it all. Which I probably could set up. It's a fire sprite. Anyway, what's with the fire sprites? Yeah, fire sprite giving restoration is pretty nice. Because that's all you do with this build. That's like, you just make fire sprites. And then, like, I do powerful melee. Yeah, but, like, we also, if we're running this build, then, like, we have the thing in the artifact, which is, like, if you are good at the video game, you know, you feel me? Like, we don't need this. That we can put on Radiant Shrapnel. What was it? Rapid precision hits with solar weapons grant Radiant. Yeah, so we're just getting Radiant that way. And then here is, like, where you could do an Empyrean if you really wanted to. Something like that. And we say, and they just throw something on for now. This. Keep them in. Actually, Festival Flight could go crazy with the Blast Distributor. Because then, if you do Blast Distributor, you could, like, tone down how much grenade stat you need. And then just throw that into something else. Right? Like, now we have... Like, now... See, here's the thing. Now we're at 170. Is it even worth running the one font mod at that point, right? You just go, like, firepower. Right? Now you're making some more orbs. We are doing double solar. And then, like, a solar machine gun would be kind of nice. Machine gun. Grenade. Machine gun. Machine gun. Grenade. Dude, where's my fixed odds? Oh, here it is. There you go. I just gotta infuse it. Although, like, realistically, am I keeping a boom slang 4FR? Probably not. So, throw that in there. Throw that in there. Yeah, Festival Flight right now is definitely gonna be overkill. Because this can get up, like, pretty high. I mean, then we don't even really need the other grenade font. And then, instead of going double firepower, because we only have 10 energy here, we could do, like a... Well, our hammer's coming back pretty quick. I don't think yeah, I only have 48, so it's not an instant hammer. But could we also... We could also reduce one of the grenade mods down to, like, we could swap it to a melee mod. And then the font would be better. And then we just save. Alright, we can mess around with this. We can mess around with this a little bit here. Fire team, we got 3 drops! Dude, I accidentally deleted an upgraded armor piece. I deleted a 363, and that was my highest. And wait, do we need power weapon? What do we need? We need a power weapon.
Wonderful.
And it's Grenadier. Ho, 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 ho,
Hope you've been enjoying the event, Datto. I'm happy because I can turn my hunter into a shark Datto.
We're about to pog the fuck out, brother. Is Danielle doing okay? Yep. She just went to work out. She hurt her foot kind of bad at parkour last week, so she's been resting it a little bit. The grenade generation mod's the one that improve your regeneration rate. Those give the benefits of going over 100 if you're under that. The grenade generation mods, the one that improve your regen rate. Are you you're talking about grenade font? You talking about fonts? The fonts just give you stats. So like if you have 80 of a stat and you activate a font mod, it's just going to bring you up 20 stats. That's it. So it works the same. Like just pretend this number went up by 20. That's what it does. So anything over 100 does the benefits of the things that are over 100. Oh, I forgot to infuse. Oh, we're fine. Good enough. Oh my god. We're fine. Diminishing returns, right? Yeah, I think 3 is diminishing returns. Like 1 gets you 20, 2 gets you 40, 3 gets you 50. I would not go 3. I would not go 3, personally. Any, like, giving me radiant, or, like, what's up with that? TWID's out. Of course it comes out the moment I want to do an activity. All right, let me do this activity and then we'll check it out. Give me the fire sprite. Oh, actually I have it available already. Neat. Was it worth getting 4 stats to 103, 105 if possible? Is it better to have higher numbers and fewer stats? Depends on the build, brother. Depends on the build. Are you on Prismatic? Prismatic, you might want to have more like well-rounded stats versus like super specializing into anything. But if like I'm on Ash and Wake right now, brother, it's grenade or nothing. The only thing I don't like about Ash and Wake is that it's really easy to just kill yourself with a grenade. I also forget that this thing does not work like 1,000 voices. I like try to spray it on the ground thinking an explosion's gonna show up, and it doesn't. Look at all the fire sprites. Wow, I'm dead. Revenge. See, like, all I want to do is I just want to throw a grenade in there so bad. But if I threw a grenade in there, I was going to kill myself. But all I want to do is throw a grenade in there. This is a pit. It's a pit. I fell into it. Oh my chicken, Jesus Christ. Okay, dude, okay, what's the modifier, man? Is it like double solar damage? Why are they only sniping me, bro? Also, I thought I literally killed this hobgoblin. Why does it not scroll, man? Why does it not scroll? Wasn't built to show this many modifiers. Well, they gotta update it. I need to be able to see the mods, man. Unfortunately, when Grenadier is active, it just gives me like wildly different expectations for this build, because the last time I played with this also was with Grenadier active. But it could just be like one of those things where it's like, hey, if Grenadier is active, run this build. And if it's not, then like maybe don't. Although like it's still good. Might have been high. Ooh. A little high and outside on that one. Jesus Christ. Cyclops is like one-shotting things, but no, we'll just take out that harpy. Stick myself with the fusions. Yeah, it's just like, it's so easy. It's so easy to see like a giant stack of enemies and be like, time for me to go in. But then you just blow yourself up and it sucks. Like, I was inside the bubble. It didn't even throw it. It just threw it on the outside of the bubble, man. I hate those things. I hate the bubble shield so much. Also, why did they get spawned so far away and they got spawned so close? Damn, Blast Distributor X5 on like a single shot is like, I didn't know what I was expecting, but like, it's good. Oh, there's no one up there yet. Okay, it's got to be like solar threat times 50. Having restoration! Oh my god, there's no fire sprites. No. I forgot counterfeit was on. Actually, I didn't even know it was on. Just blow up the shield first. I'm actually like sad now because I don't have any exotic engrams. I've run out. Trying to get new exotics. Okay. This guy's just pogging out. Vouchers, yeah, but like it's a non-renewable source. I need that renewable. Because, dude, I'll go through like 5 to 7 engrams trying to find the role that I want. All right. It also seems like we're gonna have quite a lot to react to in this in the TWID, so I might end up making a video out of it. So I gotta message Vada real quick, just based on some of the things that I'm seeing in the chat room. You get to keep that? You do. Okay, that's fine. If I had more free time, what hobby would you like to try? Cosplay. And like actually being able to make my own shit. That or doing more Pokemon card stuff. A couple people were unironically asking me about the binder, which I am more than happy to show as soon as I don't have a dog on me. But like buying collections and like going to shows and like selling and trading and stuff, I feel like it'd be fun. Although like I say that, I hate like bartering. I hate trying to make deals with people, you know, like I never want to be the bad guy. Oh, that's a meaty one. Okay. Something's hitting me really hard. It's about what you think is fair. I know, but like, dude, I saw like a short video in like my Instagram feed a little while ago. That was like, dude had a pair of the Eminem Jordan 4s signed by Eminem. Granted, I know this is not Pokemon, but like, both shoes signed by Eminem, very limited shoe that like only certain people could get. And he's like, yeah, recent sales are like 50, you know, when it like Sotheby's for like 51, something like that. And bro was looking to get 50 grand for him, which is about like, you know, like the market price at the time. So like, I understand as like a store, you wouldn't want to pay 50 grand for something that you could sell for 50 grand because you don't make any money on it, right? Dude was like, I'd give you 30 for him. I'm like, dude. Like I could never. Like at that point, you're better off just selling them on your own. Why does this not work? So I don't know. With cards, like, I get it. eBay, if you sell on eBay, they're taking like 13, 14%. So you're making 87. If someone offers you like 80 at like a convention, it's like not the worst idea in the world to take it. 30K on a resale is pretty good. Just sell it yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you're really going to sell something at like 60% when you could just go on eBay and probably get like a whole hell of a lot more. It's got to be like Void Surge, right? It's got to be Void something on this bitch. Like we're getting annihilated out here. I can't even fucking see. So like I don't know. The idea of like offering so little sometimes for certain things, I'm just like, ugh. So like I just hate that side of it, like the bartering. You know? Oh, is it grounded? Rip. People just lows. People always lowball because even if they get rejected 99 times, 100 times makes it worth it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like that side of it. That's all. Just don't like that side of it. But I still think it would be cool to do some of that stuff. I did mine, right? Yeah, it's over there. Brother, just step on the plate.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
I'm just gunning for this guy. There you go. But yeah. Otherwise, cosplay. Would love to be able to like actually spend time making stuff on my own. That'd be kind of nice. Grenade super melee. Again, a prismatic. That is a prismatic ass fucking piece of armor. God damn it. Yeah, this is Ashen Wake. You have to pardon the lack of fashion right now. $361. Love that. $350. Let's get like a bunch of these up to speed here. $360. Kind of ripped through a bunch of cords on that, but we'll get them back. We'll get them back. All right, let's take a look at this TWID. Think be up to doing a stream, part of a stream with Voice of Lodi at some point. Stream with, oh, speaking of which, I got a message. Speaking of collabing, I got to message somebody else. Give me one sec here. I'd be open to it if we can fit something in the schedule. If he wanted a game, I'm down to game, of course. I don't know how much Destiny he's playing, but I'd be down. I don't know about Danielle though. Just mainly because like I don't know how much she's like streaming gaming right now. Although like for an offline thing, she'd probably be down. She just hasn't been like streaming a whole lot. But I'm sure if I was like, let's do it, she'd be like, yes. Give me the cipher. I would take some of these shards. I'll take some of these. Fallout and bifurcating him through Final Shape campaign tomorrow. That's gonna be a long one, man. That's not a short campaign. Where did I get my golden eyes at? I want some and I don't want to get some knockoff crap. My gold... Oh, for like the cosplay? Let me double check. If I have the receipt still. I'm not sure if I have the receipt. It is... I do have the receipt. It is from... Or they are from Unique... I'm just going to type in the chat here. Or in the YouTube chat. There you go. All right, let's take a look at the TWID here. And I'm probably going to record it based on what some people are saying. And then... actually, we'll thank subs first, and then we'll do it. We got Lovely Nights with the Prime sub. We have ET Phone Home with the Prime sub. We have DJH Bunch of Numbers with a Prime sub. Thank you all very much for priming. Thanks for dropping your non-automatically renewing Prime sub in the chat. Thank you. Hodge with 111 months. That was a lot of months, man. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, the shoes. The GoldenEye shoes were a pre-order from like 4 months ago on the Nike app, on like the sneakers app that took me to like the swoosh subsection of Nike. That's where I got them. So your best bet now is probably just like StockX or something. Candyman Games with the 37. Exo Stretch with the 20. Boys Are Very Cute with the 30. We got Papa Crip with 6 years. Mickey Tibbs with 6 years and 1 month. Not to be outdone. Haku with the 52. We got Saber with the 82 months of subbing. White Ronin with the 3 years. Bunny from Mars, 3 months. Wild Person with 86. We got Sniper with 53. And Steve Arthur with 98 months of subbing. Thank you, gamers, for the subs. Thank you, thank you. And Big Mongo gifting us up. Thanks very much. Enjoy your Solstice emblem. Both of you do assume we don't already feel the gaping wound. Danielle not streaming lately. Yeah, she has not... I got paid! She has just not been in a zone to be streaming. She's been in and out of the house a lot. Okay, nice. We're all set up. There shouldn't be that much of a delay on YouTube. That it's like 15 seconds later. It should be like pretty quick. But let me check. I don't know where to check. It's supposed to be like pretty low delay. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna lower the music just a click. It's a little loud. Okay. What do we have for the TWID? I'm seeing some things in the chat. We got Solstice is going to end soon. Warlock Abilities Tuning Preview for 9.1. Okay. A lot of complaints about Warlocks recently. Mainly the fact that they are very tired of like buddies-based builds like Hellion and Arc Buddy and the Void Buddies and all the buddies. I don't know if they're going to be able to really do anything about that for this update. I would be surprised. That seems much more like a longer term problem for them to solve through like more aspects or fragments or something like that. The buddy builds are all like amazing. Don't get me wrong. Like they're good, but I get being tired of that play style of like, I generate some sort of a thing that helps me do other things, right? You want to do something different. And there's only so many builds like that to go around, right? Seeing great uses of the Warlock constructs, Child of the Old Gods, Bleak Watcher, blah, 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 deeper build crafting with these constructs. It's all the things we just said. You guys can see, right? Yeah. Few builds are starting to stand out, like Prismatic build, leveraging Lightning Surge to effectively delete champions at a moment's notice. Yep. What was it? People calling it like Electric Slide. Happy with how players are building into the above abilities. We're seeing feedback and working on a handful that aren't. felt to be as potent. This limits variety in build crafting. We're looking to address that. Full strand abilities don't shine as brightly as we wish. Do. Okay. Tuning pass in Ash and Iron, otherwise known as 9.1.0, coming in early September. Still testing these changes, finalizing everything how it should work. Okay. Abilities. Empowering Rift. Standing in Empowering Rift now generates grenade, melee, and class ability energy over time. Final blows when standing in Empowering Rift now generate bonus special and heavy ammo progress. I feel like they have done like a bunch of things to make Empowering Rift more tantalizing in the past, but like the stability of healing has just never really gone away, right? Like it's nice to use because it's safe. Like, you know, you're gonna live, and you can have all of your offense come from all of your weapons and stuff like that, right? Now, I mean, like, dude, it's boosting everything. All of your abilities except for your super, and giving you more ammo progress. Like, I do want to obviously see, like, you know, how much are we talking here? Is it a noticeable amount of energy, right? But, like, I mean, now we're talking. Now we're definitely talking. Yeah, you got some Starfire synergy in there as well. Now we're talking, man. Now we're talking. We'll see. So many like Rift-based, you know, exotics for Warlock as well. I'm not going to get into that right now because we'll be here all freaking day. But okay, they really want people to try to pick Empowering Rift. They really want it, and I don't blame them, man. Healing Rift is just too stable. It's too safe. You know, like, why would you ever give that up when Empowering Rift is like, you know, half the seasons out of the year, there's something in the artifact that's just like, whenever you sneeze, you gain Radiant. So it's like, why do I need Empowering Rift? I can just get Radiant super easily. Okay. I'm down. Let's see. Weave Walk. Strand aspect. Exiting Weave Walk now grants Woven Mail for you and nearby allies. Woven Mail duration is relative to time spent in Weave Walk. Increased horizontal movement on enter and exit. Increased fragment slots from 2 to 3. I think the fragment slots is huge there. Huge there. Yeah, we last explored Weave Walk. God. I want to say like Season of the Witch is the last time I really messed around with Weave Walk. And I could be wrong. That could have been like the season that it actually came out. But that's just the last time I remember using it. Exiting Weave Walk, giving Woven Mail is like, it's cool. But during Weave Walk, I mean, like, you're just incorporeal. And, like, Threadlings are okay. But I saw some people saying, like, Threadlings are getting buffed. So we'll get to that in a second. But, like, you're just kind of, like, standing around doing some Weave Walk stuff, like moving around from place to place, and then you have to kind of rely on your Threadlings to do the things, and the Threadlings are just kind of okay. So I don't know how much like the Woven Mail is gonna contribute here. Woven Mail is very good. I think it depends on how long the duration is, like how often can you go in and out of Weave Walk to, you know, maintain a high level of Woven Mail. Yeah, I definitely see it being more of a PvP issue. So we'll see what's going on there. But PvE-wise, I think, I don't know. Again, like the fragment slots is like probably one of the bigger things. Like being able to cram in another like Threadling-based fragment into your setup is probably the bigger deal. Weaver's Call now generates roosted Threadling progress when giving damage of any type. Threadling damage now returns class ability energy. Works on all Threadling damage while this aspect is equipped. Okay. 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 Stealth hatchling buff. Yeah, hatchling. Brim, please settle, buddy. Please settle. I mean, I think that they need to buff hatchlings, Threadlings in general, which I think people said, yeah. There you go. Threadlings increase damage versus combatants by 20%. That I want to see in full force. I want to see how good Threadlings are now with that damage boost. That is an indirect buff to Hatchling. I've been coping for a little while, hoping that Hatchling was going to get buffed. It is getting indirectly buffed through Threadling damage. So that is nice. Weaver's Call, by the way, activate your class ability to weave 3 Threadlings and deploy any Threadlings you have perched. Targets defeated by strand damage have a chance to generate a perched Threadling. So yeah, I'm very happy that they're trying to boost Threadlings. Like, I think Threadlings are very neat, even if, again, they are like another buddy-based thing, especially for Warlock. But, like, they've been, like, not spectacular for a while, you know? They've not been super spectacular. I don't really see that many Threadling builds out there. So I'm interested to see how all this ends up coalescing, right? Because I do think, like, the actual aspect and, like, thing that Weavewalk does, I do think is neat. It's just, it's never really felt that powerful. And Weaver's Call is also, it's fine, right? It's fine. Frost Pulse. Freezing enemies now generates class ability energy. Works on all stasis freezes while this aspect is equipped. Okay. Stasis Warlock is generally been good. Casting your Rift generates a shockwave that freezes nearby combatants, in case you didn't know what that did. Yeah, so Frost Pulse now, like, you can potentially, I mean, again, how much class ability energy we talking here? But now you can potentially use this almost like a you guys remember Vesper of Radius? Like, when that thing was popping off and you were just, like, going around dropping rifts all the time, just constantly blinding and disorienting enemies. And, like, we did, like, a Fallen Saber run. Like, Fallen Saber was the perfect place for Vesper of Radius. That's essentially what I'm getting from this buff for Frost Pulse. I mean, it still probably is, like, a good setup, right? Vesper Radius. I don't think they've done anything to it. But I also just don't remember. But that's the energy I'm kind of getting from Frost Pulse, and, like, works on all stasis freezes when this aspect is equipped. So, like, you can use, you know, like, Aggers just got, like, a huge boost as well from this. And Aggers is already one of the best weapons in the game. Pocket Singularity, Void and Prismatic. So this is the throwing. 2 charges at base. Projectile lifetime increased from 1.1 to 2 seconds. Reworked projectile tracking to favor targets closest to initial trajectory. Reduced detonation knockback on players by 50%. I feel like all I've heard recently from, like, PvPers is that handheld Supernova is, like, really good. And now you're buffing it. And I was around back in the day when I was actually playing a lot of PvP, and handheld Supernova was doing some ridiculous things. Oh, is this different from handheld Supernova? Hang on. What am I thinking of? What the fuck am I thinking of? Oh, just the basic. Oh my fucking god. The basic melee. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Let's start that over. Yeah, that's the overcharge. Yeah. I know it says melee, but I just thought Pocket Singularity was like the handheld Supernova shit. Never mind. It's the last time I played on freaking handheld Supernova, right? Either way, I know that PvPers are, like, annoyed with this melee. I know that they're annoyed with this melee. Now, reducing the knockback on players might help, but I think you got to talk to PvPers on this one, because I have not played PvP with any amount of seriousness in months, if not years at this point. But I have heard. Check Gary's tweet. Let me see. Because, like, I hear about it every now and then from the boys in Discord, because they do a lot of PvP. Double one of the best melees. Yeah. Yeah. So, this seems more directed at PvE as a result. Which, like, I think it needed. Because Pocket Singularity, like, it's neat. But it wasn't the craziest thing in the world. So, yeah, PvPers, I would maybe be worried. Even the 50% knockback nerf will still F you up. Yeah. Yeah. Wish there was a second Void melee for Warlock. They could probably use it. You know what something might be cool would be like some sort of like drain attack. Like where it's almost like where you target an enemy and you can do some sort of like a siphon type move where you like lock onto an enemy and like sort of like a Child of the Old God, but in like in melee form. Could be kind of cool. Yeah, Moira attack, drain. I'm thinking like drain soul or drain life. That'd be kind of neat. Something like that. Brim, can you settle? Give me your little chomper. Just little baby boy. Fuck that Death Knight Griff. That would go tough. All right, exotic armor. Eunoia, which is the Hellion, the new Hellion exotic that basically just like buffs your Hellion. And that's it. Increase projectile damage at max range from 15 to 20%. Tune distance damage curve to make the maximum damage distance easier to identify. Okay. Projectile tracking by 40% up. In addition to the primary projectile, the sub-projectiles...
Recently watched your 11-year retrospective and then your Gideon video on the second channel. Love seeing you getting into new things and being passionate about them. Much love, Datto. Hope you do more.
Hey, I appreciate that very much, Fire. I will get to that in just a second. Thank you very much. In addition to the primary projectile, the sub-projectiles now benefit from Ember of Ashes and Ember of Eruption. Okay. And we'll get some clarity on that for people. Ashes. I still look through them all individually. You apply more Scorch Stacks to targets. And then Eruption. Eruption. Your solar ignitions have increased area of effect. Okay. Yeah, I still haven't memorized all the names of them. Okay, nice buff. I know people are kind of underwhelmed with Eunoia at the start, even though, like, I do think Hellion, generally speaking, is good. But giving it a little more juice, you know, I think that's okay. But I do think, like, it's still good, right? It's still very good. They're just making it even better now. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then Threadlings, yeah, increase damage versus combatants by 20%. I mean, I do like Threadling. Like, I want Hatchling to be a perk that I see and being like, oh, nice. Hatchling. Like, because just for most of the time, I have not been excited by it at all. So I am very interested to see where some of this Threadling stuff goes. I would love to make a Threadling build and have it, like, actually be pretty good. I think this has been needed for, like, a little while now. I've been coping, so maybe start saving a couple of Hatchling weapons. Maybe start saving a couple Hatchling weapons. And we'll see what ends up happening in the patch. Upcoming fixes. Okay. Confirmed an issue where Starfire Protocol was not returning as much energy as expected on empowered hits. Fix this issue, raising it to the intended 5%. With the fix deploying in 9007. Crown of Tempest issue where Crown of Tempest no longer gains stacks on multi-kills. Okay. Rhyme Coat generated stasis crystals inconsistently apply. Wait. Where Rhyme Coat Raiment generated stasis crystals inconsistently applied to Devour and Feed the Void. Okay, fine. Boosted the assembler Noble rounds won't work on a teammate that enters Warlock's Rift. Okay. Conclude that we missed a patch note with Edge of Fate's release on Wings of Sacred Dawn. It is intended that Wings no longer reloads your equipped weapon, as this led to some problematic behaviors around single-shot magazine weapons such as bows. Ooh, okay. Controversy doesn't return as much energy as expected. After investigation, we believe this to be true, with some combatants in the firing range only. Saw reports that the regeneration buff no longer working during multi-kill streaks, and this may have been resolved in 9005 along with the sprint bug. Okay. Crucible power and rewards. Let's just see how much more we got here. This looks like another emblem to go get from a donation. Okay, so we have this. Talk about some of the changes we're working on to continue to improve the feel of rewards and progression across the game. One of the areas was Crucible Ops. We got more details. We shipped 9006 with a handful of changes targeting post-match reward frequencies, in addition to raising the floor reward to have less disparity between low and high skill. Here's a list of updates. Everyone in a match now has a chance to earn an additional role as opposed to one player per team. The competitive weapon has a chance to drop on completion instead of wins. Lowered the B score threshold for rank rewards copper and bronze. So in between 10 and 300, it makes it easier to earn bonus drops. Increase the tier gear for B plus at reward ranks bronze and silver. That's 200 to 400. Okay. More changes coming in 9.1. Increasing bonus drop frequency when playing Crucible Ops. Increasing the amount of score earned on losses. Retuning score thresholds for all grades at reward ranks copper and bronze to make earning higher power and gear tier more consistent. Increasing the highest potential gear tier at reward ranks copper, bronze, and silver. Increasing power adjusters for PvP. We're not done. We're not stopping with Crucible and have more PvE reward changes coming in the future, including with Desert Perpetual Raid. Okay, we'll share more in the weeks ahead. Okay, as someone who has done none PvP to level, I think I've done one match for like a bunch of bonus drops, and that's it. I have very little context of power leveling in Crucible. But all of this seems like increasing bonus drops, increasing score, increasing highest potential gear, retuning score thresholds, increasing. Is any of this bad? Because it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like any of this is bad at all. And I realize, I know what channel you're in right now. Like, we're the PvE guys. Of course we complain when we have to enter PvP. But looks good to me from the outside looking in. Assuming they're trying to make PvP more attractive, more compelling than the solo mines. I mean, it's going to be very difficult to make anything more compelling than the solo ops mines like Caldera and K1 when you can do those activities as quickly as you can do them, right? And for some people, they're able to do it so ridiculously fast that no amount of tuning that Bungie ever does will ever be enough to get those people out of the solo ops. For everyone else, on the other hand, that's who they need to be looking at. Like, the people who are going to optimize the hell out of that stuff, like, you're never going to be able to satisfy those people. You got to look at the whole player base. And as a result, try to make it as balanced as you can, right? Certain activities are going to take longer than others. But like Crucible, which has a pretty static duration, like it's very rare to have like, I don't know, I guess you got to be like mercying another team, right? To have like a 3-minute PvP match or something like that. Most matches are probably not getting mercied. So they have like a pretty static duration that needs to be balanced against the rest of like the PvE offerings in the game. So it looks good. It looks good from the outside looking in. It looks good. And they fixed that issue with like, I think they said they deployed a hotfix where like if you were 450 and you playing in PvP, you weren't getting like tier 5s or whatever. A lot of people like lost their minds for like 2 hours, even though I was like, give it a sec. Like they'll probably say something about it. And then they fixed it like in the same day or whatever, or like the next day. So yeah, it looks good. It looks good from the outside looking in. There's something about an emblem. So for the emblem gremlins here, donate $25 today to this worthy cause to snag the new Tartan Tribute emblem. Campaign will run until the 28th. Emblems will be given out on the 29th. Bungie Foundation is once again partnering with Ronald McDonald House Charities to support their amazing work and providing services. Blah, 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 blah. So, any gremlins, there's your new emblem. Looks good. Excited about Threadlings. Very interested to see where this Empowering Rift buff lands, because I would love more reason to actually use Empowering Rift. Again, it's just... Healing Rift is just so normie... It's very normie friendly. Like, normies like that stability of being alive and having that consistency of healing and not feeling like, you know, that they're panicking all the time. So, very interested to see how juicy these Empowering Rift bonuses are. But, like, hey... Dead DPS is no DPS, right? So, I get it, man. I get it. I get it. Being alive is very meta. I mean, it's pretty good for your damage. Turns out being alive, very good for your DPS.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
Talking about this with others, do you feel that Warlock not having a particularly potent strand armor exotic is starting strand lock swarmers and Matai don't really do it for me, not gonna lie. I mean, Matiodoxia is like... It's a bit tougher of an exotic to use, and the payout for using it is not really that high. Swarmers is fine. You know, it's kind of like the Threadling exotic, right? But the problem is that, like, Threadlings haven't really been that enticing of a setup compared to some of the other things that Warlock can do, right? Because, again, I know how we're feeling about buddy builds, but, like, that doesn't change the fact that buddy builds are still insane. They're still so goddamn good. And something like Swarmers with Threadlings that have needed some life for a while now, they're not gonna compete that much. Especially for, like, the amount of work that you need to put into it. Like, just think about it versus, you know... Think about it versus, like, even just, like, Getaway Artist for, like, the past year. Getaway Artist is you literally just hold one button, a grenade pops out, freezes everything, and you can enter Transcendence every, like, 20 to 30 seconds. And then you just combo that with Song of Flame, and it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's like, how do you compete with that, man? How do you compete? How do you compete? You don't need to jump through that many hoops for Swarmers. Right, but you also don't need to jump through that many hoops for Getaway Artist either. Brimstone. The dog. Brim. Look how sad you are. Look at this frown. Frown. You give me some lip. You give me some lip, Brim. You see people over there, Brim? You giving them some lip? You giving them some lip? Look at that lip. Give me that lip. That's the lip. Okay. Okay. He was giving me some lip. What's up, Glen Rose? What do I need now? What do we need now? We need... Wow, I'm 362 and 361 in everything. So I need nothing in particular. You know what? Devil's Lair. Send it. Thick dog. Thick. Thickest. Was that Fire 907 doing a very nice super chat. I'm glad you liked the Gideon video. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to make. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And how was that? And the retrospective, yeah. That was another tough one. Another tough one to do. Planning to make a inmost search arachne hunter build. How should I make it? Stats distribution? Question mark. Well, you probably want to do a lot with your grenade there to have as many grapples as possible. Probably want to max out some of your melee damage as well. Grenade melee. Grenade melee is a little tough to make happen right now with armor distribution. But I would be focusing on grenade as much as possible. And then, like, if you can get... I always think, like, if you can get to around 70 of, like, some of the other stats that you need, so at least your damage... Or, sorry, your regeneration rate is kind of close to what it was pre-Edge of Fate. I think that's always a good idea. So, like, 70 melee. Probably, like, 60, 70 class as well. And I think you should be okay from there. I just don't know how easy it is to get those distributions to happen. 146 nade, 70 melee, 70 class, 99 super. Should I invest more in grenade? Yeah, I mean, I think you're probably fine. If you wanted to, like, convert some of that super into grenade, like, a little bit, yeah, it's not the worst. But, like, if you were also totally fine with that, like, that's also fine. Yeah, you can always support some stuff with font mod. I've been using font mods a lot. To help get me to those higher numbers. Or like some of these mods now, like Blast Distributor. Huge hammer, by the way. Like Blast Distributor to kind of get your grenade energy up as well. So there are other ways to get more energy in the game, which is nice. One font gives 20, two gives 40. I would not go above. I would not go above 2 personally. The diminishing returns hit pretty hard. God damn it. Yeah, I do too. I do too quite a lot. A lot of my builds have 2. Let's get rid of that guy. I have nothing for overload. I'm now realizing I have nothing for overload. I still really got the shot off. Get away from me! Also, during that time, we had just straight vibing with the 71 months. Thank you very much. I'm not getting these fire sprites to spawn as regularly. Or maybe I'm just running into them inadvertently and I'm just not noticing. Oh, Lord. Does passing the soda ball do it 6 passes? It make very big boom. It make like giga boom. Am I the only one who's like doesn't like that the whole like thing that chases you down? I feel like I've killed myself on that thing like 3 times. Oh, that's a meaty one. Oh, it's meaty. Idiot. Does it have Grenadier on it as well? Can't see. Never mind. I don't know why I checked. Ew. Where are you going? So much power ammo. Did the boss already spawn? There you go. Oh, that is the boss. Okay. Yoink. Okay. Did they buff the exotic? Devil's Ruin? Yep. Sure did. Well, they changed a lot of its functionality, and the changes in the functionality have made it very substantial. Never reporting new sec at work on Mars. Just trade with local gangs. Hey, yo, I was reading that. Rib and skip. Rib and skip. Renegades lore. Could be, man. They be talking about Mars. I got you. That was like the most depressing uppercut I think I've ever seen. Just all the Vandals just did not give a shit. Eh. Cool, we're dead. Damn, that restoration does not last nearly as long as I was initially hoping for. Oh god. Again, I'm sorry, teammates. I have no anti-overload.
tuning out as I don't typically watch streams, but wanted to say I do plan on checking out Gideon soon, as the first book seems interesting and fun despite the spoilers, haha. Hopefully I don't get lost in the second or third book.
Don't worry, you will. I don't know, unless you have like an attention to detail that like which is very possible because like I have very bad attention to detail. Jesus. But I don't know, maybe if you go in with the expectation that you will get lost, then like you'll pay closer attention to stuff. God damn it. These sniper vandals, man. Out here trying to use some Devil's Ruin. I don't know, but whatever you do, I hope you enjoy it. I'm dead! What's up, Darkstar? F grappler. I'm kind of inclined to agree. Brim. Scratching the shit out of me, buddy. Oh, you're like a big boy. Got it. Worth. So this grappler doesn't include the offensive aspect. Well, I mean, like, I get it. It's meant to be a thing where you're able to move very fast throughout an area. You know, that's the trade-off is that you can move hella fast. The problem is like that ability is not always very valuable. Like I got grappler in like Battlegrounds, like Skywatch or whatever the hell it's called. I'm like, there's nowhere to grapple to, man. It's all like hold down the zone things. What do you want me to do? So, in other places it's cool, like the Nessus Battlegrounds. Like, there's a lot of open space there, a lot of place to move around. That's fine, but when it's like a random matchmate thing, you have no control over it. Yeah, it's just kind of not. It's not fun because like I just throw my grenade build. Massive one shot. Rip and dip. Rip and skip. Rip and dip, rip and skip. Some roaring flames up in this bitch. Sprite. Grenade, cool. No, FU, I guess. What's oh. Oh, there's 2 of them. Got him. Damn. Not even an upgrade. To be fair, we played like ass on that one. Fire with another super chat. Thank you, gamer. That's very generous super chat at that. Thank you. I hope you have fun. I hope you have fun reading it because I had more fun on my second time through. Dude, we even hit the time limit. I had more fun on my second time through when I like actually understood some stuff. So like my first time through, a lot of stuff was just completely lost on me. But the second time through, now I was a little more locked in. It was good, man. It was real good. Real good. Real good. Real good. Alright, let me see if any of the buds want to run some fire team ops or something. Let me see if Brim can move up a little bit so I can feel my hand. I gotta feel my hand, buddy. I gotta feel my hand. I'm gonna smush you. You grumpy? You're bald. Bald Brim. Where's your ears? You got no ears. You're bald. Begin. Oh, the shader. We got enough of the shader. What do I still need to do for the title? I think we need imbue a full set of sublime armor with incandescent ingots. Okay. And that complete a dungeon or raid or portal activities at master or higher or win rounds and trials. Okay, where am I at? I'm sure I have like, yeah, I'm full on my alloy. So let's just do that. Begin. Okay, so now a complete set. Big sigh. Is that the end of the quest? It does look like it. Challenge. I will save that. Okay. Even the thumbnail has Pokemon cards, but there's no Pokemon cards. Alright, hang on. You guys want to look at the collection? Oh, big squeaky yawn. Ah! Okay, I have to like wheel my ass over here. Because Brim is on me. Huge yawn. Okay, here, I got the binder. Blankets all in the wheel. Okay, here, you want to take a look at the binder? I'll stop blue balling people. Okay, so most of the stuff that I got was in between 2021 and like maybe mid 2023 here. So also I can't really zoom in right now because the camera's over there and I have Brim on top of me. So I'll do what I can here. So it's one of my favorites, the statue of the three birds. That's one of my favorites. Kevin, no, I haven't yet. I actually want to hop on my hunter pretty soon, though, and get some hunter armor. Because I really don't have that much. I don't know how much you guys can actually see here. But yeah, I was super into collecting tag teams in between 2021 and 2023. Because I could just get, like, so many of them for, like, $15 to $20 each. And now they're going for, like, multiple hundreds. I can show off more when I don't have a brim on me. But that's just like a little teaser. Latios Lovebirds. Yeah, I looked for a very long time for copies of that thing, even when they were, you know, starting to get pretty expensive. Now it's like pretty out of range for me to get a good copy of that one. Or like PSA 10 is like $8,000 now. I'm like, no. We are out of range. We are out of range. God. Do I really care that much about getting a solemn remembrance? I don't even have a PvP like armor loadout yet. What have people been doing for PvP? Like, stats-wise. Solemn Remembrance is really good. Yeah, but I have, like, a Baron Action. Health Super Weapons. I don't think I have a lot of that. I don't think I have a lot of that. Yeah, I've been keeping almost no bulwark armor. But that's mainly because I've been trying to get my PvE shit up and running. Play Scorch and don't care about your build. Yeah, but it's about getting the weapon. I wouldn't mind playing some Scorch, though. Scorch is fun. What can you even get on that thing? Hang on. Oh, this is a stasis hand cannon. What the fuck am I thinking of? What's the rocket sidearm? What's the rocket sidearm? Oh, returned memory. Oh. Dude, solemn remembrance, returned memory. There's too many memes. It's too much remembering, man. What, you want me to remember all this shit? Solemn remembrance, returned memory. Different name. I don't think I have. Yep, I don't. Hey, you. Drunk raid with her wife soon or no? Probably not. Although she does want to do, like, if Mr. Fruit ever runs the raid, I know we want to do a full raid at some point. Is there another unstop in here? Yeah, there is. No, that's Incendior. I don't know if Fruit ever did a full run. I'm dead. I don't know if Fruit ever did a full run of
Wonderful day, Guardian.
of the raid. So if he wants to do a full run, that's when Danielle would probably hop in. Gonna use Brim's head as an elbow rest. No, Jez is not returning for any Destiny thing at all. He is not playing Destiny. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I gotta get in the habit of stepping in sunspots again. I've been just ignoring them. He's not playing Destiny anymore, y'all. Trust, I would love to run the raid. He is done. And I get it, because like as someone who has been getting a lot more involved on, you know, like bigger projects and wanting to do those projects, it's very difficult to do both those big projects and Destiny work at the same time. Like, you can never fully immerse yourself in that stuff. And I totally get just wanting to be like, I need that complete separation so that I can maybe like make something else happen. Because if you just keep doing a half and half, like you will just not be able to grow a different audience. Because as I've said before, Destiny people really don't want to watch anything other than Destiny videos. I'm dead. And he just wants to have that separation. He wants to be able to try to find a different audience outside of Destiny if he's not making Destiny videos anymore. And like, I get it, man. Cool. Give me that. I still really don't have radiant from that, huh? Hard committer will never change. Exactly. That's what he's doing. You have to commit. Oh, don't stand up there. Oh, Lord, don't stand up there. Got tier 5 shiny, tier 5 armor in one run. Dude, that happened to me a couple days ago. I got my first ever tier 5. Am I excited for Plaguelands returning? A little bit. I mean, it'll be cool to, like, revisit that area, but I'm also not necessarily envisioning it as a, you know, traditional... What the... a traditional, like, patrol zone. I think it'll be more integrated into, like, an activity or something. But, like, it's neat. Let me see you play BL4. There are plans to play BL4, but I just had the realization very recently, because I don't think Bungie's talked about when the Epic Raid is. And I was kind of hoping they were going to talk about it today. But, like, I need to know when the Epic Raid is. Because if the Epic Raid is that Friday, I can't play Borderlands on that opening weekend. And, like, I was trying to see if I get some, like, sponsored stuff to happen. So, like, we will play it eventually. It's just, I just don't know when. It just depends on the Epic Raid. So, hopefully they talk about that soon. Ow. Friday or Saturday thing. I don't actually know. Like, I'm hoping for, like, quote-unquote Saturday. Or I could rather quote-unquote hoping. But, like, I know my raid team's gonna want to meet on, like, Friday that whole day. Like, if it's that weekend, I cannot participate in any Borderlands stuff. I would have to wait until next weekend. Which is kind of a bummer because I feel like, you know, everyone's gonna get on that game that opening weekend, and I'm going to be in Destiny mode and tutorial mode and all this kind of stuff. And I want to play some Borderlands. This new faction of Cabal are big players in the Martian arms trade. Guns for sale beyond the usual refurbished Red Legion junk. Someone out there with real manufacturing clouds behind them. To what end? I'm not sure. Have a great 6 hours after Ash and Iron. Honestly, I would prefer that because then it would be over faster and I could definitely play Borderlands. But regardless, this weekend I'm seeing if my Moxie cosplay still fits. Because I would love to dress up again. But I know it was already a tight fit back then. It was already a tight fit back then, and I have I've been going to the gym, so. We'll see. Humble brag. And it's not really meant to be humble brag. It's just literally like the costume was made at the time for my exact specifications of my body at that moment, so that it would fit exactly correct. F you. And if any amount of your body changes in any proportions, it might not fit as well. Which means I would have to get a new costume made, and I've already inquired about getting a new costume made, and let me tell you, it's really expensive and also would not get done in time. Yeah, it looks like that. I've already worn it. It's been we did it for Borderlands 3. It is not new. Throw this into the outbreak. $351. See you later. Not a frequent chat. Just want to keep you hydrated. I appreciate it. Ah, thank you. Pet the brim. Scratch the brim. Borderlands wouldn't go anywhere. You could still play it at your own pace. Yeah, but I'm trying to get sponsored. I'm trying to get sponsored, and they have really specific timings for the sponsors. And sponsors is nice. Stretch. Whenever Brim gets off me, I will stretch. Coco Drillo with the 39 months of subbing. That was a little while ago. Thank you, gamer, for the 39 months. What do we need? What do we need now? My automatic payment will be processed soon. Pog. We're not low on anything, man. We're still just like very balanced. I don't know. Throw me into quick play, man. Throw me into quick play. Yeah, I'm trying to get paid, brother. If I'm doing something that I was already planning on doing and someone wants to sponsor me to do that thing, I'm gonna try to make that shit happen. Right, Brim? So that Brim can get more treats. Brim! My baby boy. My little baby boy. There you go. You're ploppers. You're just big ploppers. But yeah, I want to play. It's just timing. I just need to figure out the timing. No, it's Grappler. It's Grappler. This is what you guys were talking about. It's Grappler. My entire build is grenades, man. Yay. Oh, great. I forgot. You can't do the melee. Big yawn Brim. Yeah, for quick play, they gotta get rid of this. They just gotta get rid of this, man. I don't hate that, man. Did we already read the TWID? Yeah. My editor, whenever he is responsive or awake, is going to chop together something quick for the YouTube, since it's got some notes in there. I really need to get... I need to get... Overload. I need to get overload for this thing. What weeks is Jackson Dart's coming to start? I don't even know who's the starter right now. Is it Russell Wilson? He had a good preseason game. Jackson Dart. Not again. Not again. Does no one here has... Someone here had frickin' overload, man. Kill the damn chicken. God. Who has the overload? What even is overload? Shotgun and rapid fire kill me. It's like every champion in everything that I've done has been overload. I have nothing for overload. Fucking hell. What impact will Destiny Rising have on Destiny, if any? I think it will have almost no impact because Destiny players will look at that game and then they'll play it and be like, oh, it's so cool. And then they'll see that it's a gacha game and then they'll like shit their collective pants and then never touch it again. Because if there are legitimately some people in this community who think owning expansions means the game is pay to win. And I'm like, brother, you have not seen nothing yet. So I think it will have very little to no impact at all. Because I don't necessarily think Destiny Rising is designed for current day Destiny players. Even if I thought they did an excellent job in preserving a lot of that like Destiny feel in the gameplay. Like, it still feels very Destiny when you play it. Which is cool, because I really wasn't expecting it to feel as good as it ended up feeling. But I don't think either of the games are necessarily competing with each other. Obviously, there will be some people in the Destiny community who are like, no, this is way better. He's left. Bro literally just saw the overload captain and was like, I'm out. Give me 1 sec. Oh, Danielle's home. Why does she never tell me she gets home? I just hear noises in the house. And I'm like, cool, we're getting robbed right now. Or it's my wife. Since the same devs, I kind of hope they go the route of Once Human in that it's not really pay to win, just cosmetics. Are you talking about Destiny Rising? Because Destiny Rising is not made by Bungie. Just want to make sure you you know that. I might just put on Tenacious for now. Wait. Slow. Overload still is stunned by slow, but freeze does not stop unstoppables. Okay. I just need the freaking stun, man. Yeah, I would, here's the thing, is I don't think they're going cosmetics mode. I mean, they will have cosmetics in Destiny Rising, but they will also have characters. They will absolutely also have characters that you will buy and open engrams for. So.
Brim. Guess what? I can't feel my ass anymore, buddy. That means it's time to get up.
It's time to get up, Tubbs. Here we go. Here we go, Tubbs. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch for me, too. Ooh. Ooh, my God. Damn. Oh, oh my God. D2 players don't realize you're going to need to go full RNG gacha mode for any character that's remotely decent in that game. Yeah, that's why people are going to not be like I don't think the average like Destiny person knows what they would be getting into. Like if they just booted it up blind. I'm also thinking of like the average like Destiny, like the average Reddit Destiny player, right? You know, I'm thinking of the people who are just like, no microtransactions ever. Microtransactions ruin gaming, and like all those people, and they'd be like, oh, let's check out Destiny Rising. It looks so cool. It's gonna be way better than regular Destiny. And then they get there, and they're like, oh, literally everything is a microtransaction. Well, not literally everything, but a lot of things. Oh, those are barriers. Worth it. Sir? So, yeah. It's Bungie trying to bring Destiny to a different audience that would not normally play Destiny. Right? The other side of the world is like all mobile. They're all mobile games. Like, they are not playing on PC. They're not playing on console. They're all on their phones. But, like, I still think it's a good game. Again, having played it and spent no money during the alpha, like, it's still a pretty good experience, a good Destiny experience. They kept a lot of that intact. And I was expecting way worse. So, like, that's why I am still somewhat interested in checking it out. Okay. These things block everything, man. I hate them. Four damage a second for giant visual clutter. I'm sorry. It's not my thing. It's not my thing, bro. Hope they pull a Genshin and put it on PC, though. There have been a lot of people asking for a PC version. I also would not mind a PC version. But I just don't know. I don't know how reasonable it is to ask for it. If the game wasn't originally built with like a PC version in mind, you know, I don't feel like that's something you could very easily just be like, oh yeah, just whip up the PC version. Like, but I also just don't know enough. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's firepower. I was like, where's my fire spray? Kaboom! Sploosh. But I am still very interested to see that game in its entirety and see how people outside of the Destiny world receive it. I think that's what I'm interested in most, is just people who have literally never touched any Destiny anything ever and seeing how they like it. So, how's the fatigue 1 month after DP? I mean, I'm very fatigued, just generally speaking, with content creation. It's been an exhausting month that has not felt like it's relented in the slightest. I think part of that is just because the inconsistency of my schedule over the past month. Again, this has been my first normal week in 5 weeks. But then next week goes right back to chaos for another 2 weeks. And then September is finally when I could stabilize a little bit. But it's just been like trip, content, get on a plane. Like, it's just been constant. And I need my routine back for a little bit to stabilize, because it's like by the time I stabilize, like, guess what, we're going right back out the door again for like whatever else thing we got planned, or like whatever thing else like popped up. And So like I stabilize, and then the moment I do, I fall behind, and then I catch back up, and then. But like for example, this weekend, I was selfish, and I took a relaxing weekend for myself, and the only thing that got me was just more panic for the rest of the week trying to like make videos. So it's like if I want to have a relaxing weekend. Or if I want to have, like, a not completely stressed out week, I need to work over the weekends. But if I want to have a normal, non-stressful weekend, I need to stress during the whole week. And I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm actually having Vada, like, get a little more involved in the creative. So, like, for example... We just put out the exotic weapon vibe check. And I've been doing those, like, exotic vibe check videos for the past, like, 3 seasons now, where it's like, oh, let's take a look at all the patch notes and, like, you know, summarize all the changes in, like, 2 minutes or something like that. And just give, like, a quick hot take on, like, you know, is it good, is it not good, whatever. I told Vada, I was like, guess what? You're taking lead on the Hunter one. You're going to do some research. You're going to do some clips, do a little bit of writing. I'll give you the VO. So it's going to be the first time that, like, someone else has majority produced a fully scripted video on the channel. So... yeah, I'll still have the voiceover and everything, but creatively, my participation will be limited in that particular video. And it's mainly so that we can get more of those videos out a little bit faster. Versus, like, completely relying on myself. Especially for something like a hot take video, you know? Happy with the outcome? I mean, it's still like a work in progress. But he gave me a script that he tried to like Dattoify, essentially, like use a lot of my like any kind of Datto-isms and everything. I was like, for a very first time, it was not bad. I mean, I'm still gonna go through and make some of my own revisions here and there. But we'll see. We'll see. I think my biggest thing is, you know, like, the biggest reason I've been kind of apprehensive to give other people creative responsibility is that, like, if something is wrong, I want it to be wrong because I messed up. And, like, the blame can ultimately fall on me completely. Give me Radiant, you bitch. And I would hate to see, like, something be incorrect. As a result. Protecting Potter from himself. Not exactly, but, like, I don't know. I guess along those lines. So, we'll see. I mean, I looked it over and I've already given him a bunch of notes about, like, okay, so, like, I want you to check this and, like, you know, confirm with that and blah, blah, blah. So, I'm not super concerned. Oh, but, you know, there's still a little bit of concern. Just because, you know, I am still a pretty big control freak. At the end of the day. versus just like, hey, cut the video together. You know, like I gave you the, it's basically like Legos putting some of these videos together, right? It's just like, just follow the instruction manual, man. I gave you the scripts. Okay, I thought that was gonna mantle. Gave you the script, just follow along, make it look nice. You know, not as much pressure there if there's like a small editing mistake, right? Like that's not as big of a deal as like actual information. Dude, can this dude leave me alone? We getting juggled, bounced. Let me hit the frickin' thing, man. So. We will see how it goes, but more and more I think I'm going to be looking for some creative help. Especially with like, you know, even though like Edge of Fate was not as crazy of an expansion, there's still been like so much to cover and discuss. Although part of that too has also been a lot of the grind, right? Health super class. You know, some of the grind has taken up a lot of time, getting armor, building up the cores, understanding the systems, all this kind of stuff. And so I think maybe in Renegades, I'm hoping that it won't be as brutal, because like I won't have to be grinding as hard, and like I already have armor and I'll already understand a lot of the systems and this and that. But it's been still so much, man. It's been so much. Have I tried hazardous propulsion with retrograde? Not yet. Do I need sound editing help? No, that's one of the easier things that I do. There's also not a lot of sound editing that needs to be done. Decimation, thank you very much for 83 months. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, sound editing is literally just me talking into the microphone and then cutting out any mistakes, and that's it. Recycled energy. I mean, give me the ship. And I'll take the sparrow. This we already have a good one. Envious Vorpal. Yeah, I mean, I get it. The bow. I'm sick of the bow. I've gotten so many bows. There you go. I'm gonna try handheld supernova eventually. Are you looking to create more YouTube-wise stuff or move to creating in other ways? No, I want more consistent YouTube. Because like right now the pace that I kind of work at is like I'll have a bunch of ideas and I'll be able to crank a bunch of them out. And so I'll have like bursts of videos, right? Where it's, you know, I put out like 3, 4, 5 videos in a pretty short amount of time. And then there's like a big gap while I start working on the next batch of videos. And I'm looking to try to reduce having that gap by leaning on other people to help kind of produce some stuff in the meantime. Because this is how I've worked. It's like I get a bunch of ideas and I'm able to produce all of them, you know, get them all prepared, and then I'm just like exhausted, after putting out all those videos, and I'm like, okay, I need a sec to kind of recover and just like have a day for myself to like take a break. And then it's like, oh, well, I had 2 days of streaming, so I wasn't really writing anything. I wasn't really producing any content. And then I kind of rev the engine back up, and it gets, you know, to a point where, like, finally I'm producing again. So I like, it's just this chain of, you know, work 4 or 5, 6 days in a row, get out 3 to 5 videos, take a step back and forth, back and forth. So I just want to improve that consistency, you know, and lean on other people a little bit more to get some more content out to people. Because I just end up being so late to a lot of topics. Because I'm like, unless I see it with my own eyes, I'm like, nope, I cannot trust it. And I think I need to be more okay with, like, if I want to get more content out faster, I either need to work 16 hours a day every single day, which I don't want to do, or I need to lean on other people and trust their ability to have the correct information and get more things out the door faster. Because if anything, if we get things out faster, then it's much easier to keep up with new things as they pop up. Or I can just take a fucking break and like make some content for the HelloDatto channel, right? And do some collabs, do some variety stuff without feeling like, you should be working on the Destiny videos right now, right? So that's where I'm at. I mean, Montrago, that's kind of what we do right now, but I want more, like, you know, I want to tell someone like, hey, here's the video idea. We look at all the hunter exotics that got buffed in the patch and do some quick tests on them to vibe check if they're good or not, and then tell people about it. Make that. You go make it. And I will give you guidance and like how I like to do it. But like, I'm not going to get the clip. I'm going to work on the Titan version, right? And then somebody else works on the Warlock version. But building that trust that like people know what they're doing, and I can have a script written, or even they can write a script and I can kind of tweak it to sound more like me. That's kind of where I want to get to. Is there a new Let's Argue in the oven? I think I was going to wait until the mid-season update just because it's so close. We'll see what like some of the changes Bungie ends up doing in that update. Because if there's like a bunch of big updates coming in that, then I would hate to do the Let's Argue. Everyone complains about a thing, and then Bungie's like, we fixed the thing. And it's like, okay, well, like then it's like we just had this whole conversation for nothing. So, do the Wednesday weekend where you're off work on Wednesday. Wednesday is the day that I get to catch up on all my work from the week. So, I cannot have Wednesday be a day off, unfortunately. I need an Austin to my skill up. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I would still be doing, like, the voiceovers. But, yeah, essentially. Let's hold those thoughts. We're doing a vault cleaning.
Wonderful day, Guardian.
It's not Lodi. It's not Lodi, no. It is not Lodi. There's a period where I was going to suggest a follow-up of how scoring actually works, but you just never had the time. Yeah. And for the most part, scoring is just like, the better you do, the more points you get. So, but one video I do want to do is like reviewing all the set bonuses. That's just going to take a little time for me to get all the bonuses and test them out and all that kind of stuff. But all right, shelve that. We'll come back to it. Gamer.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Good check. Good check.
Okay. Hold on, let me turn you up a little bit.
How's his volume, chat?
Okay, can you see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Okay, perfect. All right, so how do you normally do this? What do you want me to do?
Hang on, I'm putting you, why is it not? There we go. Okay. How do I normally do this? So, I like to start by asking you, what goal do you want to accomplish today? Like, what is the primary goal?
So I've done a lot of damage testing, and I've just built up a lot of junk in my vault.
Okay.
So we could get rid of a fair amount of it, I think.
Okay.
Probably a lot that we're gonna agree on. Maybe something we'll disagree on. We'll see.
Okay.
And then my armor, I have a lot of armor from the old armor system.
Okay.
So I was gonna clean that, but I was like, I'll leave it for you to. We could both do it.
Okay.
It's in there. I'm probably gonna trash like 90% of my legendary armor today.
Love that.
So I'm down for that.
Love
Yeah.
that. Okay. Let's get the hell in there then. So it sounds like you want to make like, we're not talking like, I want like 50 slots. Like you're talking like, I would say minimum 100 to probably looking in the 200s.
I'm not looking for a number target. There's just like, there's definitely stuff that's like, I gotta keep, but there's like, we'll see what happens. We'll see what I would say like, I'm probably going to end higher than most people that you work with, because a lot of what's in my vault is like I need it for testing.
Yeah, that's
not because
fine.
it's like really hard to get, but because I would rather not recraft the weapon if I need to test it again.
For sure.
So,
yes, given what you do, obviously there's going to be a lot more flexibility. Whereas like for most normies out there, I'd be like, get that crap out of here. Yes, given what you do, I do make some exceptions for us content creators, because like there's just some stuff that you want to have easy access to work on videos, this and that. So like I get it.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so I have some stuff like on my characters, but I don't think all of it fits into my vault. Like, do you have any like system? Like, do we do like weapons first or like armor first? Or
Just
like
hop in the vault, and then I just like to see like just tab through the pages. Give me like a couple seconds in each page.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll see what we're working with here. Okay. Okay. And another challenging thing too is like, there's a lot of people out there who just have straight up garbage in their vaults.
Yeah.
Like,
and
they know that it's bad. You, on the other hand, I'm gonna assume has a much higher quality vault in terms of like weapons that you keep. Like, there's not gonna be a ton of things I feel like that are just very apparent in that they're garbage and you should just get rid of them. Oh my God. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Well, no, the exotic class items is, I was gonna make. People keep asking me to make a tier list of the exotic class items, so I've just kind of been collecting them over time, so I don't have to like go and re-get them. I mean, I could delete them because like low key that video is gonna be very annoying to make.
Yeah,
but
I
we'll
considered it at one point, and then I realized how much work it would be to make something like that happen, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna just tell you top 5, and we're gonna get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, for speedrunning, even like there's only like maybe 3-6 exotic class items per character that you really like ever consider. So I mean, if it comes down to it, we can get rid of those. I have a feeling though, I'm really willing to trim a lot of the fat that you saw in the first like pages.
Okay.
And I have a feeling we're gonna be down to like 300, 400 or something like that, even like with the class items included. I think you'll be surprised. Like
Okay.
I'm willing to get rid of a lot.
Okay.
So yeah, and then the last page, there's just there's some.
So you don't keep like a lot of the garbage items. Okay.
I started playing in like end of year 4, so a lot of the like novelty items that I saw in some of your other Vulcan videos, like I literally didn't have the chance to get them.
Okay,
So,
fair.
Not that I want to keep them, but yeah, that's kind of part of the reason why I don't have them.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So you want to get started with the first page, or should
yeah,
drag
let's
some stuff in?
let's see what you got here. Let's see what you got.
Sure. Okay.
Because like there are some weapons that I'm already seeing here that I'm just like,
Wonderful day,
so you
Guardian.
need like the Witch Queen first crafted weapons ever for damage testing.
So okay, so I'm generally like I would consider myself pretty clean when it comes to the stuff in my vault, and you might be thinking like, why do you have a transfiguration? Why do you have an empirical evidence? You know, so I do archetype testing, right? So basically, I test every weapon archetype in the game.
Yeah.
And I need one example of like a middle of the pack weapon that represents that weapon archetype, right? So this is one of the burst item archetypes, heavy burst, right? This is a precision SMG. So I have one of every archetype in the game in my vault.
Okay.
If you happen to see a dupe, like you see 2 precision SMGs, let me know. But if you see a weapon that's leveled up to like past 7, so it gets the masterwork with the frame, and it has 0 kills on it, that's what it's for.
Gotcha.
So I mean, I can delete them if we really need to, but then I'd have to recraft them.
Yeah, you're
if
just
I
gonna
do
make them
archetype
later.
testing again.
Okay.
So exactly,
Okay.
yeah. So that will explain pretty much every crafted weapon in my vault that doesn't have a gold border is almost definitely for that purpose, and also the Sinuna SI6 because there's no craftable adaptive versus as far as I'm aware. So I have this.
Okay, so then it sounds like there's not going to be a whole hell of a lot to get rid of in here.
You'd be surprised. I'm willing to get rid of like a lot of stuff that's not part of that.
Sorry,
kind of
I mean
family.
on this front page, and someone just said just recraft it for testing, then delete again IMO. Here's the thing: is that like if you have to do that how often are you retesting?
Pretty often I tend to test stuff like once a season for a lot of stuff, and then once a DLC for like everything in the game. So part of the reason why I thought this was a good idea and I kind of came to you was because this DLC, I made it my mission to base value test every single exotic weapon in the game and every single ability damage source in the game. So that's why when I first talked to you, I was like, I have literally every exotic weapon in the game in my vault. Yeah. I'm just going to clean up most of it so it's not a complete mess when we sift through it. Because coincidentally, yesterday I actually finished pretty much my testing. So like now is a good time for us to kind of like sift through things and kind of touch on things.
Okay. Yeah. If you're doing it like twice a year, then I'm kind of 50-50, just like craft it and then delete it. But I also know how much of a pain in the ass it is to like go all the way there and like go down a list and make sure you're checking off every single weapon. Like I do have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Even if you're only doing it like twice a year, it's that still
and also
a pain.
Like the glimmer and core sync that it is insane, by the way. Because like I had to craft I had to craft, recraft, dismantle. Like I've done this a bunch of times, and like I think I've crafted and leveled up and remade Osteostriga like 8 times, and like I did it again. I dismantled it again, even though I know I'm gonna have to test it in the future. But like I did it again, and so it's just like I think I've spent easily maybe more cores than almost anyone else in this game has just recrafting weapons for testing.
For sure.
So I kind of was just like, if I tab out to my dim here, you see all these darkened weapons that are marked as archive. Yeah. These are all archetype only. So I just ignore them in my day-to-day gameplay, but I just have them in the background for like when I do archetype testing. Because you have to level these as well to get like the masterwork and stuff for like the reload testing that I do as well. So it's just like I would really rather not. And like this Coriolis Force, dude, I did Empire hunts for this because back then there was no craftable aggressive frame fusion with like accelerate codes and all that. So I had to like go farm for this, which is lovely. But yeah. Yeah.
No, I totally get it. It's definitely a convenience thing, and given the nature of what you do, yeah. If you were just like some normie who was just like, I like to have every single crafted weapon because I think it's neat, I would punch you in the face. Yeah. But like you don't do that. Like you're not a normie in that. So
yeah.
And
there is a lot of
for
stuff
dupes
that I am definitely willing to get rid of. Like that's other stuff.
Okay.
For sure. Like yeah. So I won't be like I'll be a pushover on all that.
I will say that like obviously like one of the bigger things I like to target with people are dupes. you don't really have that many dupes. Like, I'm seeing like 3 lost signals, right? But like, I'm guessing one is like a boss DPS thing. One is maybe more general use case, right? And given, again, what you do, you're doing a lot of speed running. I assume you're doing some low man stuff here and there. Like, certain versions of weapons are going to be good in certain types of content. Speed run this, or maybe, you know, this version works in Deep Stone, and then this one works better in Vow, or like whatever the hell you're doing.
Yeah.
So
you actually got it like perfectly, by the way. So one is Vorpal for damage. One is One for All for like regular ad clear on like Consecration Titan or whatever.
Right.
And then the third one was for Vogue speeds for killing the ads through the floor. Yeah.
Right. So without going through like literally every single weapon, which we could do, but we'd be here for like 6 hours. I think I just want to like maybe tab through and just try to find or like pinpoint a couple of things here and there that might be like, okay, why do you have this? Why do you have that? But you have like you of all people, there's probably like maybe a dozen people in the world who I could like point to a weapon in their vault and you would have an exact use case, and you actually do the thing of that use case, right?
I won't lie to you.
I've done so many YouTuber ones where it's like, oh, what do you have this one for? It's like, I was going to make a video on it. And then 6 months later, they never made a video on it. And I'm like, okay, well, what are we doing here? Whereas I know you will probably make a video on it, or some sort of, you know, there's a specific reason for it existing in the vault. So,
yeah, sure.
Like, next page, honestly, like, without
listen,
going
I'm down
through
to get
a lot
rid of
of
this
these.
wrist walker. I'm down. Like that's in the first row. I'm down to get rid of it.
If you want
I don't
to,
use it anymore.
I just like it's gonna be tough for me to be like, all right, why do you have the freaking Reese Walker? And you're like, well, it's the only lightweight frame that's 70 rounds per minute, and they came out on a Thursday, and I'm like, well, I understand that's probably important, so.
No. This is for I used it for King's Fall speeds, and it was for like double pellet like swap damage on tractor, but like that's not really like a relevant thing anymore, so I can just get rid of it. So it's like I don't
there you go.
Anymore.
Okay.
Yeah,
but like you know so much, like I make stuff for the normies, right? I make stuff for the normies, so I'm like,
listen, I just want a little entertaining sesh. You know, we could just go through. Maybe you have some questions about what's in my vault. I'm totally down to answer
for sure
anything you have. Yeah. Okay. Anything else on this on this page that you're interested?
I mean, like 2 Tinashas, like.
Oh yeah,
it's
sure.
but it's like it's a rocket sidearm. It's good. Like okay, surrounded. Yeah, totally get that one, and then I assume you have like a chill clip one.
This one's for speeds. Yeah, this one's impulse chill clip, and then I think I have an air trigger chill clip as well.
Yeah,
for
so like all of those make sense. All of those are good. All of them have their own specific context that you would want to use them in. New Pacific Epitaph.
Oh yeah, we could definitely get rid of one.
Let's see
one
these.
or more of these. Yeah, I also have this one as well. Yeah, we could look at this. This one, I'm down to get rid of this. I think I just accidentally I stopped pruning my vault around when Ride of the Nine came out. So this just like landed in my vault, and I probably never even looked at it. So we can get rid of this. I'm down for that.
I have like a lot of New Pacific epitaphs that I was like, maybe they'll get some use, but I still just really don't want to use a waveframe GL that much, and like I gotta get rid of some in my vault. So yeah, this is like one of those that I feel like a lot of people farm for, and then they just didn't really do anything with.
Yeah, the thing with this weapon is like I only need one. And the actual reason why I even have New Pacific Epitaph is because in speedrunning, there's some moments in encounters where you want to just mop up a lot of ammo, and Gravity Well lets you kind of do that by just reloading next to a lot of ammo. Right. So a waveframe, it's like pretty good. You just reload it next to a bunch of ammo, and you get a bunch of ammo. It's a special weapon too, so like you don't have to use a primary. So yeah, I mean one of these with like with like lead from gold. Oh, I think I just mantled lead from gold. That's fine.